I really don't care. Like, days and weeks go by where I don't wonder what John Tortorella thinks about our team. I can promise you, it's been since January 18th where I worried about it, and I'm not going to worry about it tomorrow. I don't know why he seems so worried about our team when he should be worried about his team. And John Tortorella was on my staff for the Olympics in 2010. He's a good guy. I don't know what's going on in his head, but you know what? Shut your mouth and worry about your team. Leave my coach alone. I didn't see it. I didn't see Torts' comments, but they were called to my attention. And I think John Tortorella should start worrying about the Vancouver Canucks and stop worrying about us. Apparently what outraged him was the cardinal sin of our coach arguing for a penalty while Daniel Sedin was being tended to on the ice. Well, when is he supposed to argue for the penalty? Paul Byron hit him. We think it's a hockey play. We don't think it was worth 5 minutes. We don't think it's worth further review. Okay, they call a 5-minute penalty because the player's hurt. That's fine with us. Now the player gets attacked. Punched repeatedly, no penalty. So if you say you can live with a 5-minute penalty, where are the minor penalties against our player? Smallest player on the ice besides Johnny Gaudreau gets mugged, nothing. It should have been 5 and something for the Vancouver Canucks players. Now, Bob had the temerity and the audacity to argue with the officials for these penalties while Daniel Sedin was on the ice. Now, no one likes to see a player get hurt, and we hear Daniel's fine, which is great news. But that is when Bob has to argue that. He doesn't get to pick and choose. He's not a trainer. He's not on the ice. He's a coach. Once they start serving the 5-minute minor, our opportunity to argue for those penalties is lost. So what Bob Hartley did last night was exactly what John Tortorella would have done had it been one of our players lying on the ice and he felt there was an inequity in the penalty calls. So for him to afterwards say it was disgusting and all that, John Tortorella, who's a friend of mine, should start worrying about John Tortorella and the Vancouver Canucks and stop worrying about us. Our coach acted completely appropriately last night, and Torts ought to keep his mouth shut.